Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. My name is Hannah and on this channel I post a ton of anti-MLM commentary content. I have deep dives into different MLM companies. I have MLM horror stories where I read the stories of personal experiences that people have sent in to me. And I also have a lot of reactionary content where we look at photos and reels and videos of things that people in multi-level marketing companies will post and we watch them and debunk them together. I have a huge anti-MLM playlist on my channel. I will link that right here. There's over 60 videos on it. And if any of this kind of content is interesting to you, I would love it if you would consider subscribing, consider liking this video. All of those things really help to support me and my channel, and I really appreciate you for doing that. The video that I have for you today, this is somebody in the multi-level marketing company Limelife, and she posted a 30-minute Instagram live where she's attempting to explain all of the things that people who are anti-MLM just don't understand about the industry. For a little bit of backstory, Limelife is a makeup and skincare MLM, and I know that we're only like 2 seconds into this video, but I'm already gonna throw a little bit of shade at this company. They have some of the most hideous packaging I've ever seen. I usually don't throw in my 2 cents about things like this, but wow, is it ugly. But aside from that, it's also extremely expensive, and this is a relatively smaller MLM. I feel like it's not as well known, it's not talked about very much, but today Limelife is gonna get its time in the spotlight. We have a very juicy video to watch, so let's go.
It is time for another pyramid scheme. Now listen, I get it. There are network marketing haters because they're not well trained. And guess what? I actually was one. I used to be one, okay? Like I used to be one. I used to kind of be a network marketing hater and just out of A, jealousy, I think, and B, ignorance, and C, exposure to a network marketing company that was kind of more spammy and gross and, you know, just like not really great product. And then it's easy to lump them all together. Now, how many of us do that though? That's not fair because you have eaten at a restaurant that you could not stand the customer service or the food. So you throw out all restaurants. You have shopped at a store where you didn't love the quality of clothes. So you throw out every single store there is. You have stopped by a coffee shop that did not have great coffee. So then boom, all coffee shops just suck. Okay, how stupid is that logic, right?
Yeah, that logic is stupid, but that's not what we're talking about here, so the analogy is irrelevant. Every example she just gave was about somebody disliking a product and then disregarding the entire industry. But the primary issue that people have with network marketing companies has nothing to do with the products. Yeah, I agree. If you don't like a certain product, go find a different brand, go shop at a different store, but that's not the issue here. The issue is about the structure of an unethical business model and the way that people make money, or in most cases, the way that people don't make money, as well as the manipulation tactics used to suck you into the business opportunity and keep you there. The fundamental thing that makes an MLM an MLM, the fact that you recruit people to boost yourself in the compensation plan and rise in the ranks, that story is the same no matter what MLM you're looking at. Sure, there's minute differences between companies, like what products they sell, if it's an inventory-based MLM or not, the percentage that you're compensated for sales and recruitment. Those kinds of things have a slight variation company to company. But she's trying to make the argument that people who are just network marketing haters haven't found the right company yet and that Limelife is different, which is so ironic because I guarantee you if you ask any MLM rep from any company, they will all tell you my company is different. I looked at their compensation plan and let me tell you, it's the same exact BS you see from every other company's compensation plan.
But I did used to be a network marketing hater, and if there are network marketing haters that come to this video, y'all don't keep me awake at night. Y'all don't change the fact that this is real. You could tell me till I'm blue in the face that this shirt is red, okay? But your hatred of the shirt and your desire so badly for it to be red, and you just want everybody to know that my shirt is red and my shirt is red. Doesn't change the fact that my shirt is straight up green, okay? My shirt is green, okay? So
first of all, I know I've said this a million times on my channel, but people who are truly anti-MLM cannot and will not have their minds changed. It is a one-way street here. There is no such thing as being a former network marketing hater turned hunbot. Second of all, this is not a matter of people trying to convince her of something that is not true. It's a matter of speaking out against things that she refuses to acknowledge because of willful ignorance, and those are two completely different things. But I can't wait for her to continue telling us how unbothered she is for the next 28 minutes.
it doesn't keep me me up at night, but what makes me furious is when people are too scared to go for what they know they want to go for because of network marketing haters. Now, if you're grabbing grab your torch and pitchforks and you're ready to just get at me from this video, how can she say it's not a scam and a scheme? Might have your pitchforks, but by the end of it, I'm going to be hitting you with straight facts and truth bombs to where it's probably going to dull your blade down and you're going to have nothing to fight with anymore. Okay. Now, first of all, there are a lot of careers that I don't necessarily always agree with. So it's interesting that people decide to get so passionate about stressing their opinion on network marketing. Now, again, maybe you have had a bad experience, but again, you've also had a bad experience at restaurants, coffee shops, clothing stores, and you don't lump them all together.
Isn't that kind of concerning though? Shouldn't you be concerned that there are so many people speaking out against MLMs in a way that people don't speak out about a lot of other industries and professions? I've honestly never understood this. They're so quick to just accuse people that are critical of MLMs as being hateful and bitter and you must have had a bad experience and you have nothing better to do with your time. But they will never take a second to look inward and ask themselves, why are so many people critical? What can those people see that I can't? There is a reason that people are not critical of professions like teaching, accounting, nursing, architecture, because there's not a whole lot to be critical of. Yes, of course, every profession has its things, has its issues, but there is a reason that people are speaking out against this business model in the grand scale that they are.
I also think this, and I'm just gonna say it, and I am married to a man who went to college, and I think college is fantastic for people that it works for. Interesting, people don't call that a money pit though, because of the thousands of dollars of student loans that people have to pay back, and most people don't even end up doing that profession and are still stuck with all of those loans, where I pay, you can literally join network marketing for less than $100. And I am a past boutique owner, so I'm gonna bring this up too. So a lot of experience. I'm an entrepreneur at heart, a lot of different business things that I have gone through in my history. And I am here to be loud and proud and truth bomb nation on this video, okay? On this video. So here we go. Number one, anytime somebody uses the term pyramid scheme, I know that their opinion is coming from a place of uneducation and ignorance. Because pyramid schemes are illegal, people. Like, get with the program. If you're gonna not like the career, say you don't like the career, but calling it a pyramid scheme is so, it's like, it's not a thing. Like, pyramid schemes are illegal.
I am already fed up with the fake laughing and the condescension. Like, this is next level. But the classic pyramid scheme argument, okay, this is probably the easiest argument to poke holes in. Pyramid schemes are illegal. That is true. You know what else is illegal? Stealing, murder, drunk driving, human trafficking. It's almost like she's acting that if something is illegal, it can't possibly exist. Which is the most ridiculous logic. It does not make any sense. Just because a multi-level marketing company is in operation currently does not mean it's in operation legally. It just means they haven't been caught and they haven't been taken down yet, which does happen. Lots of MLMs, when they're further investigated and you get down to the details of how the money is made, they're forced to shut down or restructure. In other words, just because a murderer hasn't been caught yet doesn't mean they're not a murderer.
It's actually a form of business. Now, it's also interesting that people hate on network marketers, but then they go to McDonald's or Chick-fil-A. If I want to start up a Chick-fil-A, do you not know that I have to pay royalties, that I have to pay monthly fees to the people who originally started it? All of that, it's actually like franchises are actually very similarly set up as network marketing. Y'all don't hate on that, okay? I mean, making perfect sense already.
Oh, she really thinks she's doing something. No, MLMs and franchises are not the same. If you want to open a franchise, you have to apply, you have to be accepted, you have to open that establishment within an approved zone that isn't too close to another location to account for competition and supply and demand. And the biggest difference between an MLM and a franchise is that in a franchise, everyone gets paid. In an MLM, there are zero requirements. If you are a warm body with enough money to pay the startup cost, you can join. Nobody cares about the law of supply and demand. You and every person in your neighborhood can sell Limelife if you wanted to, because in the end, it's not really about the supply and demand of selling a product, it's about how many people you can recruit. And finally, compensation in an MLM is not a guarantee. Most people in these companies work for free, actually. They never make back as much money as they have spent to remain active and remain a part of the opportunity. This is not a legitimate business. This is not a franchise. This is a business opportunity. The opportunity to perhaps make some money if the odds and if the numbers fall in your favor.
So number one, what I would say is you don't even need a team to be in network marketing and make a profit. Oh, well, you have to have a team and then you make money off of the team. First of all, you don't need a team. But what I'm going to tell you is my team is sure darn happy that I said yes to Limelife and I paved the way for them to know they could do it too, because they're bringing in incomes, they're bringing in paychecks.
She just claimed that, quote, you don't need a team to be in network marketing and make a profit. So let's take a look. There's two choices for a starter pack if you want to join Limelife. You can choose the $99 one or you can choose the $169 one. Let's just go with the $99 one for this example. There's also a $9.95 fee every single month to maintain your website. So that's $119 a year. And there's also going to be a $75 annual fee to remain a beauty guide in the company. That's what the reps are called. So these three costs alone mean that a rep for Limelife is spending at least $293 in their first year of being a beauty guide. Now, if we take a look at the income disclosure statement, it shows us that the bottom rank is called beauty guide in training and the second rank is called beauty guide. It's actually pretty easy to rank up that very first time because all you have to do is purchase or sell $300 of product. There is no recruitment involved. And what I actually really like about Limelife's income disclosure is they show you exactly how many people fall at each rank. So in 2020, there were 5,633 beauty guides. In other words, 76% of the people fall at this rank. Past this point, you must recruit to rank up. So the rank of beauty guide, where most of the people are at, that's as far as you can get by just selling product and not recruiting anybody. Limelife also structures their income disclosure a little bit differently. They don't show us the average annual income, they show us the average income monthly. So it's showing us that beauty guides make an average of $145 a month, so that's like $1,700 a year, which I will admit, that's not terrible. I've seen a lot of MLMs with far, far less reported income than this. So at face value, if the reps are spending roughly $300 in their first year and they're making roughly $1,700 back, it gives the impression that these people can make about $1,400 in profit in 1 year. However, I also do want to point out that with all MLMs, there is a PV requirement that stands for personal volume. In Limelife, the first few ranks have a monthly PV requirement of $300 and it increases the higher you go in the compensation plan. But the kicker here is that you can hit that PV requirement not just from selling product, but by purchasing things for yourself and placing your own orders. You can hit that quota every single month just by spending $300 of your own money. Additionally, if we look back to the $99 product pack we bought, it only comes with a couple travel size skincare products and a couple makeup products. But if you're going to be a representative for this company, you're going to need to have more experience with the products than what this product pack gives you. Therefore, you're going to need to go purchase more stuff for yourself, because if you're going to be selling it, you need to own it, you need to use it, you need to show it, you need to talk about it, you need to recommend it. All of this to say that she's saying you can make money without building a team. But the income disclosure is telling us that the average person without a team makes roughly $1,700 in a year, but that does not account for any of the startup expenses, that does not count for your website, it does not count your annual fee, it does not account for any cost of any products you've purchased for yourself, and it does not consider any times that you have placed your own orders just to hit your PV requirements and remain active. The point here is that yes, it is possible to make a profit without a team, but it is not probable. And you have to consider that the best case scenario scenario, meaning you only spend your startup costs and you make $1,700 back, we're talking about a profit of about $1,400 for an entire year's work. That's $27 a week. To put that into even more context, that's about 3 hours of minimum wage work. So in my opinion, if you are spending more than 3 hours a week on your Limelife business, this best case scenario payoff is not worth your time. It is not worth your effort. There are plenty of other things that you could be spending your energy on that would make you just as much, if not more money, including working like half a day a week at a minimum wage job. And the last little thing I want to point out right here is that the compensation plan for Limelife outlines 9 ways to earn, but 7 of those ways require recruiting and only 2 of those ways have to do with selling products. And to make matters worse, they have several diagrams in their compensation plan showing you how the pyramid works in your favor. So it becomes very evident that the emphasis is on recruiting if you want to give yourself access to all 9 ways of earning that the compensation plan offers.
Well, Brooke, do you know the statistics, Brooke? Most people who join network marketing aren't successful with network marketing, and barely any are top leaders. That's because barely any do the work, honey. And that is a truth that you just need to know. It's like people target hiring them and then them not showing up. And you're wondering, well, why didn't that work out? Why did they get fired from Target? Why would Target fire them? Because they're not working. This is network marketing. This is not some get rich quick crap. This is not make one post and you're a millionaire. This is a career choice. Now, but I've seen so many people do network marketing and not many hit the top. Not many want the top. Most people just want $400, $500, $600 extra dollars a month, and to really just do this as a hobby and bring in some income to pay off a few bills or to be a little bit more comfortable or to chip away at the credit cards and the debit cards. So don't get all up in arms and butt hurt when people don't get to the top. They either quit and give up fast, they don't do the work, they expect their leader to do all the work for them, or they don't show up. Like, no duh.
The classic people aren't successful because they don't work hard argument. She contradicted herself several times just then. At first, she was trying to make the point that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme and that it's a career choice. She used the terms career choice. And then she immediately followed it up with, oh, the reason that people don't make it to the top is because they don't want to. They really just want a few $100s extra each month. It's like a hobby. So which is it? Do people want it to be their career or their hobby? She's trying to manipulate both narratives and it's not working.
Do you call a gym membership a scheme? So say I sign up for the gym membership, okay? And then I'm so mad at the gym. What a scam. Oh, that gym membership. What a scam. What a scam. I signed up for the gym membership. I don't have the butt I want. I don't have the body I want. I didn't lose my 20 pounds. Well, Brooke, did you show up? Oh, so all of a sudden you're going to victimize all these people who decide to sign up. And by the way, a lot of people sign up to get a discount and or just get the one-time business box, which I tell all my people, if you're just trying to get a business box, stay a customer. This is a business. It's a business box. Be a customer. But most people who join, 2 out of 10 work. And yet you want to look at the statistics and be like, oh, well, most people don't have success. Anyone working on my team brings in an income. And their work reflects the income they bring in and consistency. Period. Why don't you stop victimizing people and start putting self-responsibility on people? Try that one on for size. It's gonna fit real good, okay?
The gym membership analogy has got to be one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. The gym does not promote or promise you anything. The gym certainly doesn't promise to give you an income. They don't require you to join a team. They don't expect that you're gonna be on group chats and Zoom calls. They don't expect that you are gonna go and promote their gym on your social media 24/7. They don't make you recruit other people to also promote the gym for you to keep your membership. The only thing that keeps a gym in business is that they have the facilities and the equipment that people want to have access to because they don't have access to it at home, so they buy a membership to come and use the equipment. On the other hand, what she's promoting is an opportunity to make money. She just said that everyone on my team brings in an income. She's obviously making income claims that if you join her team, you will make money too. Everything she says and does is carefully tailored to the fact that she wants you to buy into whatever she's selling, whether that's the products or the business opportunity. People who get a gym membership don't make it their life's work to convince other people to get a gym membership. What is this analogy? Additionally, the Limelife Income Disclosure only shows the data for the active reps. They do not account for all these people that she's talking about that supposedly just sign up for the cute beauty box or for the discount and then they don't work. Those people aren't even included in your numbers, and the numbers still look pretty bad.
Self-responsibility, my goodness. If I talk about something one time and then I don't have a million orders, whose fault is that? It's mine. It is mine, period. Okay. Now, well, I still don't like, Brooke, that you have to sign up under somebody. Okay, get over it. You literally at any corporate job are hired by somebody.
I want to scream! The person that's hiring you at a typical job setting does not benefit off the fact that they are hiring you. That's the difference.
And you know what I'm going to show you real quick? At any corporate job, even Albertsons, you have the baggers. Lots of little baggers down here, okay? These are the baggers. And then you have the checkers, okay? Here's the checkers. They're right here. And then you're going to have some department managers. So a few people that look over, you know, the veggies and the dairy. And then you're going to have some store managers, okay? They're going to be like the assistant managers. And then you're going to have the official store manager. And then you're going to have corporate. And then you're going to have like the CEO owner. What does this look like, homie? What does this look like? Now let me show something to you. Let me show something to show, okay? If you are willing to drop your walls and listen to it. If you want to keep your ignorance, go for it. No one's making you buy anything. No one's making you join anything. And my paychecks are remaining the same. And my US bank accepts my paychecks. My builder accepted my paycheck. And my team is crying tears of joy based off of the money they're making, honey, okay?
Wow, there's a lot going on. What she just drew was a corporate pyramid where people are hired into different positions based on experience, level of expertise, education, risk, responsibility, and then they are paid accordingly. Of course, the grocery store baggers are going to be paid less than the store manager. It requires less experience, it requires less education, and it requires less responsibility to be a grocery bagger than it does to be the manager of an entire establishment. The difference here is that the store manager's paycheck is not dependent on how many grocery baggers they hire. Whereas in a network marketing company, the amount of money that the people at the top of the pyramid are making is directly correlated to how many people they have below them. And if people drop off their team, they quit, or they're not pulling their own weight, that causes people at the top of the pyramid to drop in the ranks and to lose part of their income. The store manager does not make money off of the grocery baggers, and their income is not impacted if a grocery bagger quits. And let's take a moment to remember the entire motive and the entire purpose of this video that she's making. She knows that her income is directly dependent on other people. That's why she's sitting here making a 30-minute video about how her business is not a scam and why you should join it. You would never see a store manager putting this much effort into trying to convince people that being a grocery bagger is not a scam, and that's because corporate pyramids are not the same thing as network marketing pyramids.
All of these baggers can't be the CEO. All of these checkers can't even get, no matter how hard they work, no matter how many years, they can't get to this position. Okay? What is that? Now let's talk about network marketing. Somebody joins under me, I join under somebody else. It's an equal ladder of opportunity. We all can get here if we want. Now, most people only want to remain here. They just want to make that $400 to $600 a month. But some people work really hard. I could pass the person I signed up under. Boop. In fact, their lack of work or majority of work doesn't affect my paycheck down here. I'm in control of my paycheck. I don't even need a team to make a paycheck. Hello, drop the ignorance.
We've already debunked that you do need a team if you want to make good money. But this ladder of opportunity, that's a new one for me. Ma'am, what is this then? This is from your compensation plan, and it looks much more like a pyramid than it does a ladder of opportunity to me. And how insulting is it that she's like, everyone could make a lot of money if they wanted to, but people would just rather be okay with making $400 to $600 a month instead. Are you kidding me? Like, what a poor excuse for the fact that there are literally four people in the top rank of this company. And that's not just because only 4 people wanted to be at the top and everyone else just wants to be at the bottom. Here's the true reason that not everybody can be at the top of an MLM, okay? Market saturation, exponential math. The only 2 ways you make an income in an MLM is you sell the product and you recruit people. And what's the common denominator between those 2 things? Human beings. As the company continues to grow and more people join, the harder it is to find people to sell to or recruit. The way this business model functions is that you cannot be the last in line if you want to make any money. How do you not be the last in line? You recruit someone to put beneath you, so they're the last in line and you're not. It's very clear that she does not understand exponential math, and that if you recruit 5 friends who recruit 5 friends who recruit 5 friends, the population of planet Earth would be exceeded in about 13 to 14 cycles. And that includes infants, the elderly, people who live in countries where this company doesn't even operate. It's not a ladder of opportunity where everyone who wants to be at the top can be. This is a multi-level marketing business model where you need to get in early enough so you can find a lot of people to put below you so you're not the last in line, and you need to do that before the market becomes oversaturated with distributors.
I think some people get mad almost, and I like to share our story real vulnerably because I started from scratch. I started from nothing. I started from rock bottom. I recently closed down my Facebook. I have been teased all my life and carried a lot of my own insecurities with me, and I still have them. But this is one I will get so passionate about, I get so fired up about, and I will speak truth to your face. Bring it on. You can't bring me down. You can't change the facts. You can get butthurt if you want, but truth is truth that network marketing is real, and it changes everyday women's lives if they decide to show up and work. It works if you work. Period. Stop judging and thinking that everyone has to get to the top. Most people don't want to get to the top. Most people don't want to get to the top. Get over it.
Then why are we here, Brooke? What are we doing? If you are perfectly happy sitting at the rank that you're at and you don't want to climb any higher and you're not worried about falling in the ranks, what is all of this for? What is all of this for? Why are you getting so fired up about people thinking it's a scam and not wanting to join your team? Why are you so bothered? Why are you so concerned if it's not an issue? If you were truly happy, comfortable, content, confident in what you're doing and where you're at in the compensation plan, this video right here would not exist and you would not be getting as emotional about it as you are. Actions speak louder than words.
I started from ground zero. Recently closed down my Facebook page. Major insecurities. Just had baby number 3. Pregnant with baby number 4. I was the prime vulnerable woman prey. I had somebody have the audacity to get on a reel of mine last night. And again, I do not lose 1 ounce of sleep from these people's ignorance. But what makes me go crazy is that they could be a reason why someone else would say no. And I'm going to fact check you if you have been scared because of the haters or what your auntie's gonna think or your mama's friend's sister's gonna think. I need to bring this to you and I need you to listen at the end. So you need to hang tight at the end. Okay, you need to hang tight. Here's what happened to Brooke Banks. I joined, not expecting much to come from it. I had been burned by a crappy one before, so I get it. I worked with another makeup company. I said, never again. They trained me to spam. They trained me to send these cold messages with emojis and the leader would pre-write it and I would just change the first name. I couldn't even get through 10 of them. I was disgusted. People would order a product and then fall off the face of the earth. But again, not all coffee stands are alike. Not all restaurants are alike. Not all movie theaters are alike. You can't lump them in together. I finally found one that was real and integrity. I have had 5 returns in 5 years. people naturally raving about this product to other people. It is integrity and quality from the inside out, and I will shout it from the rooftop every single day. So here's what happens to B Banks. I don't think much is gonna happen. Very insecure, thinking old high school guys, who cares by the way, are gonna pop on my video and make fun of my nose and my dark circle. But I decided to go for it. I stutter a lot. I'm in my single income family home, our starter home, which was still a blessing. And I'm just, my phone, I have the oldest iPhone you can imagine. It's fuzzy, it's crackly, awful. But people notice my confidence going up. And then I buy this $10 Amazon background and I put myself against a wall and I stack books and I tape my phone to a mirror and it becomes an outlet for me. My husband notices a little bit more joy from me, a little bit more spicy, feisty wife coming back, because it's not only just dishes and diapers and all of these things, but I also have like another piece of me that I'm having fun with that fills up my cup, an interaction with other women that I needed, right? And all of a sudden people are noticing that this is like doing something for me. And then I'm bringing in an income. My first paycheck was not a comma, but it was $764. And that doesn't happen for everybody. It happened for me. A lot of my people wanted to try out the makeup and it was really, really cool. And they loved it. They loved it. And my husband was like, no, this is just the first one. Like, my second paycheck had a comma and they've never not had commas for me. That was my story. Okay.
But that's kind of the issue here. That's your story, but you're also admitting that that's not everybody's story because those people might not be able to find people to buy from them. She said, quote, that doesn't happen for everybody, but it happened for me. A lot of people wanted to try out the makeup, which is so close to self-awareness because it's like, yeah, making money in this company really doesn't have a lot to do with hard work or effort. What it really comes down to is who do you happen to come across that is willing to buy something for you or willing to sign up for the business opportunity. Her and I, we could work the exact same hours. We could do the exact same strategies. We could sit on the same Zoom calls. We could send out the same word for word messages to all of our potential customers. And we are still not guaranteed the exact same success as one another. I could spend 24 hours a day pitching Limelife to every last human being on planet Earth and they could all still say no. That's why success or making an income in this type of company really doesn't have a lot to do with hard work or determination, and that's why it only works for some.
Just closed down my Facebook, nothing in my favor, learning how to do brows. I finally just this year got my brows down to a T. Okay, I've stabbed myself in the face. I've had kids in the background saying, Mom, I gotta poop. And guess what? Little Brooke Banks, who started from scratch with all my insecurities, everything, was able to build a house because of this company, buy my husband a truck because of this company, pay off my van 6 years early because of this company, help my husband go on a mission trip because of this company, and take my family on summer vacations every summer because of this company, and you're gonna tell me it's a scam? I was the vulnerable girl you say gets preyed on. This Instagram woman dared to say you're a girl boss preying on the vulnerable women. What a scam. And I said I was the vulnerable woman and I freaking built a house because of this company. I make 6 figures a year because of this company. I bring in more income because that's what the Lord is doing than my husband who went to college. And you're gonna call this a scam? All of a sudden, because I chose hard work, to be consistent, to take self-responsibility, to take this seriously, to have fun with this, to be committed with this, all of a sudden I go from the preyed on vulnerable woman who's about to get scammed, but because I had success, because I was not in your little ignorant opinion of network marketers, that I actually had success, you're gonna now lump me to the predator. From the prey to the predator, and you're gonna disconnect the very company that got me where I am today. That is bullcrap. That is not okay. Your comments like that are the scam. The fact that you feel so, maybe you're mad. Maybe you're mad I didn't pay the college debt you did and I make 6 figures and built a house. Maybe you're mad. Get over it, and you don't purchase anything then. You don't join anything. No one's making you. Just like if there's a store that I disagree with their values, I just don't go in it. Oh, it's so crazy. If there's a post I don't like on social media, I'm not the one to take time to comment. But the fact that some people decide to get so passionate and disgusted with network marketing while it's actually changing people's lives makes me furious. Furious.
Oh, don't worry. We can tell you're furious. How bold of her to list off all of her financial accomplishments while she's also trying to send the message that people don't really want that. They just want a few $100s extra a month. And that's why they're not making as much money as me. Yes, she was preyed on. And yes, she is now the predator in this situation. And I do admit that these words, prey, predator, vulnerable, these are harsh words and they tend to have negative connotations. But what is meant by the term vulnerable woman is that a woman possesses some kind of vulnerability that makes her more at risk for being taken advantage of. This can come in tons of different forms. This could be a financial vulnerability. Maybe you just lost your job. Maybe you're living with a one-income household and it's a little bit tight right now. This could be an emotional vulnerability. Maybe you're a new mom who's really overwhelmed with being at home all day. Maybe you're a military spouse and you just moved to a new city. You don't know anybody. This could be a health-related vulnerability. Maybe you're suffering with anxiety and depression. Maybe you've just received a really critical diagnosis. All of these scenarios, some of which she personally related to, make that person more vulnerable to being preyed upon by other people in these companies who are coming to them claiming that they have all of the answers and all of the solutions to all of their vulnerabilities. The issue is that this is a recruitment-based business model. So who are the types of people they look for to help build their teams and boost them in the compensation plan so they can make more money? The people with vulnerabilities, the people who are more likely to fall for that pitch. That is called preying on people. So yes, at one point she was preyed on. Somebody saw her situation as being a new mom and being overwhelmed and needing a sense of community, and they preyed on that in order to make money off of her situation. And in turn, she's shifted from being the recruited to being the recruiter, where she is now actively seeking out other women who have vulnerabilities, and she's pitching that this business opportunity will solve them. She appears to be in a little bit of denial that that's what happened, but yes, you can shift from being the prey to being the predator. That inevitably happens when you go from being the one roped into it to the one now trying to rope other people into it. She clearly has a very deeply rooted anger towards people who are speaking out against the industry of multi-level marketing, and we have to remind ourselves that this anger is coming from a place of her realizing that it's working. If what we are saying wasn't true, and if it wasn't preventing people from joining her company, she would not be so bothered.
Did you know I have someone that is on my team? By the way, they can do whatever they want and their success, they can ride higher than me whenever they want. They can choose to build a team or not. Like, it just, okay? She owned one of your little, what you guys would call legitimate businesses. Oh, she owned a salon and a coffee shop. And you know what? In COVID, it got hit so hard that they were gonna have to close it, bankrupt, close it. And you know what kept their lights on? Limelife. Her network marketing company kept the lights on in her brick and mortar. What are you gonna say about that? Oh, her scam is helping her family buy groceries every month. Oh, really? Really? That's what you gotta say? Stop getting so mad that women can actually change their lives with this if they want to.
Yeah, real small businesses were hit very hard by the pandemic. And that is a whole other ethical issue about how network marketing companies have preyed upon people who have had their small businesses taken under by the pandemic. But aside from that, you telling me that some of the people on your team make money through Limelife does not convince me that it's not a scam. The argument isn't that nobody makes money in MLMs. The argument is that most people don't make money in MLMs. So the fact that you're giving me one example of one person on your team who makes a good amount of money is not a flex. That's just confirming what we already know to be true. If you were instead able to tell me that everybody on your team is making a livable wage, full-time income doing Limelife alone, then I would be convinced that it's not a scam. But the fact that some people make money doesn't mean it's not a scam. It means that the scam is working exactly how it should.
Again, it's literally, network marketing haters are literally saying my shirt is red. Her shirt is red. It's red. Okay, I don't care if you want to try to say my shirt is red. The truth of the fact of the matter is my shirt is green. The truth of the fact of the matter is the company that I work for has quality products. I have had 5 returns in 5 years. I have like hundreds of customers and 851 teammates rocking their own businesses. I had people crying last month with their highest paychecks, with commas in their paychecks, with their own victories, telling me what they were going to do with their paychecks. And you're going to tell me this is a scam? It's changing lives.
851 people on her team. If she's so confident that you can make decent money without recruiting and just by selling, why are there over 800 people on your team? Also, people are crying over the fact that there's a comma in their paychecks. People are crying over the fact that they made more than $1,000 in a month. Please go down to the comments and tell me the last time that you cried and praised your boss when you made over $1,000 for an entire month's work. Wow!
It's changing lives, and it is the coolest thing to be a part of. Again, you can't get mad at somebody. You can't get mad at the gym if you don't grow a butt. You weren't doing the squats. You weren't showing up to the gym. You weren't showing up every day. Period. And if you hate this look, you might want to look at the corporate jobs, because that's what that truly is, okay? I owned a boutique online. Surprise! You guys would have all praised me, all the MLM haters. Oh, look, it's official business. That brought me to debt. Want to talk about money pit? We took out a credit card for that business. Thousands. Psst, I paid $99 to join this business, and yet my real business cost me thousands, and you want to call this one a money pit? Honey, I spent $99. Like, zip it. Okay, I will help you in just a minute. Good job. Go to the playroom and I'll be in there, okay? Thank you.
Opening a boutique is a real business with a lot of legitimate costs. Joining an MLM where all of your costs come from starter packs and annual fees and hitting monthly quotas. Also that you can be a salesperson and a recruiter for someone else's company, that does not make you a business owner.
So you know what I mean? Like, it makes zero sense. So here was what happened to my boutique. I had to do the shipping. I had to do the orders. I had to take care of the returns and take the hit. Not everything would sell. The money that would come in had to go to all kinds of state fees, all kinds of website fees, all kinds of shipping fees. I was plumb exhausted. And by the time I had any income, it had to all go back to the boutique to buy more inventory, because not everything sells. And those returns and the products that come in that have malfunctions. That was my money pit.
Yeah, sounds like run-of-the-mill owning a business to me. Pretty typical.
I don't do any of my shipping. I don't buy any stock. And that's why if you're mad at a certain company because they make their reps buy stuff every month, yeah, be a smart human being. Be a smart business owner. Be a smart business-minded person and know your facts. Here, I don't have to buy crap. I don't carry stock. People, Brooke, do you have this on hand? No, the website does. I don't do that. I don't do that. Guess what? My paycheck doesn't go into product. Yeah, but you probably put so much back into product. BS. I earn free product credit. I don't. Someone just asked me, Brooke, do you have stuff where I could do a vendor show? And I'm like, look at how used my stuff is. I don't buy all the extra beefy stuff. Period. Okay?
Yeah, of course you don't do any of that stuff because it's not your own business. You don't have any say in the formulations, in the god-awful packaging, in the pricing, the new releases, the shipping, the customer service. None of that is up to you because it's not your company. You have no control over anything. In fact, the company controls you. They decide how they're going to compensate you for the work that you do, and they decide what policies you have to abide by. You can get terminated for any number of policy violations. Almost like you're just a salesperson, not the actual boss or the CEO. Funny how that works.
That's what I wanted to go live about, you guys, is know your facts, know what's real out there. Hey, close the door, I'll be out in just a minute. Know what's real. Know what's real. And the last thing I want to say is, if you are somebody who has held yourself back from joining somewhere that you really felt connected with, what are you doing? Be the reason those MLM haters change their mind or block them. I get sick to my stomach if I were to listen to that woman on Instagram. Oh, that's a scam. That's a scheme. Close the door, baby. Close the door. That's a scam. That's a scheme. You're blah, 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 blah. If I would have listened to somebody like that 5 years ago, I wouldn't be in this house. I would not be as confident as I am today. There would not be a lot of people who are making an income be here because they wouldn't know about it because I wasn't here. We wouldn't have the family vacations. I think I would have been in a deep mom rut because this is an outlet for me. When I get on and do makeup with you guys, it fills up my cup.
That could very well be true that she would not be where she is today if she didn't join Limelife. But how many of those 851 people are also making this kind of income? How many of those people can relate to her experience and her successes? How many of those people can afford to build a new house? And how would her experience be different if she did not have 851 people on her team?
And I get sick to my stomach. And that's what I need to bring to you guys. If there is a company you have wanted to join and you dare let someone else's opinion of them calling this shirt red when it's really green change what you're doing with your life, you're literally letting them hold you back from a future that you can create. Why are you giving them that power? Are they that important? Are they that powerful?
It's not about being important or powerful. It's about understanding the motive behind the information that a certain person is giving you. I would imagine that people are much more willing to trust factual, well-cited information coming from somebody like me who has nothing to gain from somebody's decision to join an MLM or not. You, right now, watching this video, you can exit out of this video. You can go sign up for an MLM this instant, and that has a 0% impact on my finances. I have nothing to gain from your decision to join, avoid, or quit your MLM. Actually, if you really think about it, you going and joining an MLM might actually help me out in the long run because you're keeping the industry alive. One day, if nobody joins MLMs anymore and they cease to exist, I'm out of a job. Yet here I am still advocating that you don't join them. And that's the difference. One side of this information is coming from people who have nothing to gain, and the other side of the information is coming from people like her, whose paycheck is directly dependent on having a team of over 800 people. I will let you decide what to do with the information that you have received. It does not impact me one way or the other, but it does directly impact her, which is why she's getting so heated about it.
You could be the reason they change their mind about network marketing. Run it with integrity, with class. Don't spam people. Don't cold message people. It doesn't work. It's gross. Join a company that has real good products and not crappy, expensive stuff that people only want to use once. You know, but are you giving people power over your mind and your business? You need to fact check yourself. Because imagine if I would have let the haters say, Brooke, imagine what they're saying now. The people who wanted to, Brooke just joined a pyramid scheme. Brooke just got scammed. And here I am now making 6 figures, built a house, bought my husband a truck, take my family on vacations. I don't say this to brag. I say this to tell you guys, you know me. You know what high school I went to. You know my insecurities. You know I'm a stay-at-home mom, homeschool wife. You know I'm a believer that wouldn't speak lies. You know me. And if this worked, this hugely for me was some hard work, which most of you guys are willing to do because you work hard at your other careers, but I get to be home with my babies. I don't have to miss the moments. I get to create my own schedule. Why would I be quiet about it? Why would I dare shut up about it when I know that this has absolutely transformed my life and I am not done? Next goal, I want to pay this house off.
You don't dare to stop talking about it and promoting it because if you did, people would quit your team faster than you can replenish them, and then your paychecks would dwindle and you wouldn't make the money you're making now.
It's so funny. Someone tried to tell me that my business was a scam when we were building a house, and I just said to them, they made a post. They screenshot my post and they shared it. Again, these people get their panties in such a twist. And it made me laugh, and I just thought to myself, my house builder, he didn't look at my money and say, oh, you know what? This dollar bill looks like it came from a pyramid scheme. I can't accept it. Guys, I again, if you're going to say that this preys on women, I would have been the prey. Just had baby number 3, about to be pregnant with baby number 4, insecure, emotional, la-di-da-di-da, single income family, like no extra money. I was the definition of the vulnerable prey.
Yes, we know. We've established that. We agree. But just because you were once the prey does not mean that you are incapable of turning into the predator.
Self-responsibility. I'm a grown butt woman. So never forget, 8 out of 10 people who join either A, just secretly wanted the discounted box, or B, just don't work their business. They don't work, and that's why a lot of people don't have success. It only works if you work your business. Oh, well, what about all these people who do show up, but they're not at the top? Well, a lot of them don't want the top. You have to be okay with a lot of people's goals being, you know what? I really like my career, but I could use all this will be my fun money and my makeup money. And they bring in $600, $1,000 a month, $200 a month for a pop tire on a rainy day. They're having their success, and that's the level they want to be at.
Clearly, she's already run through all of her talking points because now we're just repeating them.
It is what it is, and ignorant opinions don't change the fact that this is so real. And never forget, pyramid schemes are illegal. You're like, hello. So have fun. Listen, Linda, have fun not buying the best makeup. I don't really care. Have fun not getting the best skincare. Your loss, not mine. Have fun not making an income, even though you share your favorite Starbucks drink and you tell everybody what boutique you got your shirt from and what your favorite restaurant is. Congratulations. You just did network marketing, but Starbucks didn't pay you a dime. This boutique didn't pay you a dime. Cheers. I do what you do, but I get paid for it. And so does my team. And I get paid even if I don't have a team. And that is that.
I guess she did have one more point in her, because it would not be an MLM Boss Babe speech if you did not include the Starbucks drink analogy. Sharing your Starbucks drink is not the same thing as being in a network marketing company, because when I share my Starbucks drink, I'm not trying to convince everyone to join me to promote Starbucks too. Starbucks doesn't need that, okay? They are a legitimate company with a desirable product, which is why they don't sell their coffee through an MLM.
My husband loves it and laughs. He actually calls me Sugar Mama. He's the provider of our family, but he did go to college. He did have thousands and thousands of dollars of debt and student loans with interest. It is such a pit. And year 2, I made more than him in network marketing. Year 2. Scam me that, honey. Scam me that. Oh no, but my leader was preying on me. No. I decided what I wanted here. My leader hit the top and I hit the top. My teammates are hitting the top. So, go for it. Stop letting the haters and the ignorant people hold you back. You be the example of what a bomb network marketing company is. You be the integrity and the quality. You can change people's minds, but if not, block them. Free up your mind so that you can go be the best business owner that you can be. Otherwise, you're letting them hold you back. Otherwise, you're letting their opinions literally dictate your future. And that's where I get mad. Bye.
In other words, block out all outside information and brainwash yourself into only believing what the top leaders in the company are telling you. Because if you do listen to outside information, you might be convinced by them, which would be really bad for me because I need you on my team if I'm gonna make any money. Wow, I really think we covered all the bases here. She said at the beginning that she was gonna drop some truth bombs, but we just got through a 30-minute video, and I don't know about you, but I did not hear one thing that could not easily be refuted. My ending thoughts here, as are most of my ending thoughts, is to consider the source and remember the motive. Consider why she made that video. Consider why I am making this video. And consider the difference between anecdotes and factual evidence. And before we go, I have the most beautifully fitting comment shout out for the end of this video. It says, "Person, the company you work for is a pyramid scheme. Hunbot, is this a personal attack?" Is there not a more beautiful comment for what we just watched? And with that, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you, and I will see you in my next one real soon.